Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kareesha and I help women stay consistent, grounded, and self-disciplined while balancing a non-traditional lifestyle on our way to a life of freedom that we create. So in today's video, I want to talk about 3 ways solo travel has changed me. The first way that I believe that I have my notes with me too, so try to keep myself on point. As I said in my earlier videos, like scripting and stuff is great, but sometimes just being off the cuff just allows the video to be more natural and just it doesn't feel like so forced. I can just be what I want to be in the moment. So hopefully that makes sense. So three ways that solo travel has changed me. I definitely can say that I'm learning to trust myself more in decisions that I'm making. Pretty short and sweet. I'm learning that, it's on me to create a life that is joyful and happy. It's not on another human being. Like, gotta cut that out of feeling that or thinking that somebody else is supposed to complete you, or you're supposed to find your moment when you reach a certain age or when you meet a certain person. Like, that moment comes within, and that moment comes with doing the work and becoming the person that you want to be. So it's not about trying to find that happiness or that joy from the outside. It's about knowing that it's already within you, but you have to unlock it and you have to do that work. And that work can be very hard and very deep because it can be going all the way to childhood and, into whatever decisions you made as an adult. If you actually want to figure out what makes you happy and not what makes you happy because it pleases somebody else, we shouldn't still be at that state in our adulthood where we're still trying to please other people so that we can feel like we've accomplished, life. That's not what life is about, making other people happy. It's part of it, but it's not your sole reason of being here. And if that's your reason for being able to live a joyful life, you gotta scrap that. You gotta scrap that, and you have to be real with yourself. What makes you happy? Not about what made your family happy or what they always wanted you to be or what your friends want you to do or what you always thought that you were going to end up doing when you were a child. Right now in this moment, what do you see for your life? How do you see it being? And how do you see it just living and being and having joy? And just every day is a great day. It's a blessed day because it's a day that wasn't promised. When you're your own compass, you definitely find your true direction because you find out where you're supposed to go, not where you're told to go, not where somebody said that this is where you're supposed to be in life at this age, at this time. You finally go where you're supposed to be. So be your own compass, be your own person. So, number 2, I see humanity everywhere. It does definitely help me to slow down a lot when I solo travel because you just gotta be more aware. I mean, you are out there on your own in the world, like I am today. I'm outside on my own, gotta be more aware, but it's more heightened. All the decisions that you're making at the end of the day is going to be on you. If you get to yourself to destination point A and to destination point B, if that makes sense. The decisions that you make and stuff, it's really going to matter. And allowing yourself, get myself back on track. Allow myself to be, what am I trying to do here? I'm still feeling nervous being on camera. Can we just pause for a moment and just admit that we're still embarrassed being on camera? I'm still embarrassed outside walking and talking to the camera. It's still a lot. So I'm fumbling over my words, I'm fumbling over my thoughts, and I just want that break to show you that this is real life. This is how it really is. Get comfortable with yourself, get comfortable with the process, get comfortable with being uncomfortable, and it's okay. Just take it a step, come back to yourself, and breathe. That's why I have my notes out, so I can stay on track. But so I definitely see humanity more. It makes me be more present, especially when I come back to work and fly. I can definitely say I get into a rut because it's just, the same thing over again, just a different face, just a different flight. And it kind of gets hard in the moment, but I've done a lot of jobs where it just ends up being very repetitive. And I think And honestly, that's how a lot of our 9 to 5s are. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And so you really have to learn how to reset. And when you solo travel, you definitely are able to reset because you are in somebody else's environment. You're in somebody else's space. And so you can't really react the way that you usually do. You have to come in humble because you don't know anything. You don't know anybody. You may have created connections beforehand and you may not, but you have to come in humble because this is not a familiar territory. So it does make you just be more in the moment, listen to the birds, watch the people, pick their fruit and have it ready for the early morning. Like, when I was in Vietnam, just seeing everybody set up their shops every morning, I don't know, that just brought me joy because it's like that's their work. That's what they do every morning. They go out to wherever they go. I don't know where they get their food, but they go out and get this fresh fruit and they set up every single day, ready to sell. And they have so much joy in their face. Like every time I would go up to a street vendor and I would get food, they were just always happy. I know it's not like that across the board with everybody, but majority of them were just always happy. And I believe that's living, like doing in a space, an environment that you love. And I know in a lot of those spaces, they don't have no other choice. That's just it for them. That's just how their life would end up being because of, the country they have been born into and the resources that they have available to them. But sometimes I really do think a lot of the times less is more. And the more you have, the more problems you have, burdens you have, but the less is really more. So it's definitely allowed me to see humanity and be more in the moment and be more compassionate as well. But when I solo travel, it's like, okay, take a breath because you don't know what that person experienced that day. You don't know how hard their morning is to why they're reacting to you the way that they are. You don't know how hard their night was. Did they even get to sleep in a bed? Like, people go through so much. We don't know what got them to that moment. We don't know. You think they just got there the same way you did by getting in their car, driving to work, or getting in a cab, getting to work, or getting on the bus. What if they had to walk? It's just so many things. And sometimes just taking that pause and taking that break will help you see the bigger picture. And when I solo travel, it really does help me. So number 3 would be I redefine what home means. I had such an issue with that coming out of college of understanding, well, not really coming out of college, but coming into working in the travel industry and always being on the go and not really feeling like I had a home, especially in the beginning. And then the more I flew, the more I realized, it's wherever the people that I care about, that I love, that's home. But also it's about like within yourself. Because you're in your body 24/7, 365 days of the year. You are your home. Your home is you. So be comfortable in who you are. Be comfortable in who you are as a person. Don't let people try to change that because that's something you live with every single day. And so understanding that home it's not a feeling, it's not a place, it's something that you do carry and it's you that you carry. You are the home, you are the place that you carry. And just getting more comfortable with that because I feel like that gets you closer to where you do really want to be because then who you are as a person is how you want to reveal yourself in life. Like if you want to be like a chill, calm person, you want to be in a chill, calm place. It's like the place doesn't have to tell you where to be. You tell yourself where you want to be. So really knowing and understanding yourself, like if you need the water, if you need to hear the beach every morning, understanding, okay, that's where you need to be. But you only know that within yourself. You won't know, does that make you calm? Does being in the city by the buildings make you calm? What is it that makes it click for you, that brings that peace or brings that rush? If you always need to be on the go and you always need to be in this heightened mindset. But honestly, this channel is for people that want a different life, not a life that is of the rat race, not a life of the hard grind and feeling so accomplished because we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kids. It's okay to have multiple streams of income. I definitely believe in that. But having just so many things that you're working on and you just never get in ahead because you're just always on the go and you never take the time to rest. And rest is part of working hard. It's part of the grind. And honestly, life just has to show you that, because I definitely used to be in that mindset of I need to be getting up at 5 in the morning and not going to sleep until 10 o'clock at night, and I need to repeat. And there's multiple time periods where I was like that because that was just how life was set up for me. But it doesn't mean that life has to stay that way. You know, you can change it. You can make it different. It doesn't have to be this grind all the time, every single day, and just feeling like that's the only way that you accomplish in life because you just work to the bone. Like, how is that enjoying life? Like, why is that? Why would you want to even like be in life if that's the way that you have to enjoy it? Unless that's what you want. But I'm learning more and more that I'd rather my life being able to wake up, walk on the beach, eat some fruit, and enjoy the life that I created. Whoever is in it, you know, whatever businesses that I, you know, go after and learn, like whatever it is that I create, I just want it to be different than what has been pushed onto me to say this is how life is supposed to be. And then, you know, when you get 50 or whatever the retirement age is, that's when life is supposed to slow down. But then you're still supposed to work like a part-time job. But then you still are supposed to save up for your 401k because you're not technically supposed to have that part-time job. It's just like, I don't know, just saving just to do it all over again. At that time, not being able to have the same type of motivation because you start to think like, well, I shouldn't have thought it through. I shouldn't even made a plan. I should have just did it and fell on my face. You know, why can't we just sometimes just do it? At least we'll have the story after if it doesn't work out. But instead of having to be like 20, 30, 40, 50 years later saying, what if I just had to take that leap of faith? What if I would have just looked more into it? And so at this point, I really rather just fall on my face. I know I got off topic again, so I try to have my notes with me. But, you know, hopefully you guys are just enjoying like the person I am. That's who I want here anyway. I want people that just get me, because I get you. I want those people that I get as well. And I want people who are sharpening me as iron. And I want to be able to sharpen you guys, and I want to hold you accountable, and I want to help and let you know that you can do whatever you're like searching after, whatever you're dreaming after. I want you to know that it's possible and not get down on yourself. And I want this space to be, you know, the space that you're able to just be. You don't have to put a facade. You can just be. And we're all working on building what we want in this life. So let's just recap the 3 things. I trust myself more deeply by solo traveling. I see people in a different way the more I solo travel. And then I redefine what home really means. Yeah, you don't have to go far to experience growth. All you gotta do is go within. Just do what you feel is the hard work. Probably will be the most rewarding work that you ever do in your life, is to learn yourself through and through. Learn yourself in and out better than anybody else can learn you other than God. Learn yourself. And I believe that's going to be the most rewarding experience that you ever have in this life. So which resonated with you the most? Make sure you comment that down below. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel and definitely share. If you want to see more of these videos, make sure you have subscribed and make sure you have put your notification bell on so you know exactly when I am uploading. And if solo travel is something that you're interested in, make sure that you check out my website, healingdailytolive.com, where I have a introduction of how I got started in solo travel. It's called Discovering the Joy of Solo Travel. Get to see a peek of how it felt for me, and start yours wherever it is, whether it's, abroad or whether it's somewhere local. Do that for yourself. Take that first step and see how you are on your own. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you later. Bye.